first down throw for Winston. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now Jameis on second down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Winston. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And a gain there of 11 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down following the run. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Winston now from the 50. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And incomplete here on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go now. All right, now look at 56.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. Trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston now to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third and short yardage. Winston forced out to his left. He can run for it. And Winston lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Winston now after the fumble recovery. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Second down, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, Winston. Buying time to his left. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Play fake. Hackenberg. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act to this first quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's a give to Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
2nd down, Hackenberg. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Damn, he's passing
that one
fast like a
falls
motherfucker. Was
incomplete.
running my
Looked like he
dude all the
might
way
have had
down.
position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Play action now. Hackenberg. Oh, pressure too much. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long for Hackenberg. He sets to fire deep. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Bucs now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And some room to maneuver. And avoids the contact by sliding. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Jameis now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Winston from the gun on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going.
The fuck?
It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
He's fucking broken.
On play action, it's Hackenberg. He's going to let this one go deep. And
oh, he dropped it.
There, a nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Good toss, Hack.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go.
A first down throw for Hackenberg. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, Hackenberg again. And the hit jarred it loose.
Oh, shit.
It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down.
Yep.
Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
10 yards to go on third.
Good, good. Good, good. Set. 3-19. Over.
Hackenberg again. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They didn't really have to earn that first down.
All day.
Well, they haven't earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Winston.
Oh, come on.
Pressure gets there.
This nigga in the waist.
Winston goes down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And
come on, man.
1st down.
Damn. Trying to get this nigga to wear it, ain't you? Make him earn something.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
What the fuck is going on?
Take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, it's Hackenberg. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I'm not hitting you.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Hackenberg now to throw on 1st. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Neutralized because it's fucking... I can't run. This nigga keeps spinning and joking for no damn reason. What the fuck is wrong?
Off the play fake, Hackenberg. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Hackenberg from the gun on third. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw is Winston. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Hackenberg on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Brad Nortman now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. And they have it bottled up, but
this shit's all conservative.
The face mask is going to get a much better starting position. In motion right is Evans. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken part. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now they send a man in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
3-19. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Second down, Hackenberg. Gonna let one fly for Rob. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set.
From the red zone now, Hackenberg.
Oh, my head's in fucking ball.
Flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after them one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Hackenberg. And that's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line,
the defense just got shit on 3 times in a row.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Bucs on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kendall Beckwith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hackenberg on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, now it's right.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 17. Hackenberg now. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they're going to go soft on the corners. So that'll back them up 5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
Let's see what they do in this situation. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Seven yards to go on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Bucs, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.